Welcome to the Keep It Real podcast with Sulma, the swearing therapist. Hi, I'm Sulma Williams, a licensed clinical social worker who likes to keep it real and swears a lot. Today, I'd like to share my uh, journey with diagnosis and treatment of breast cancer. We are in October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is going to be part one. And how do I know it's going to be part one? Because I just fucking recorded the entire episode and the mic wasn't connected. So no sound was recorded. So here we are on take two of this episode. So it was December of 2011. I just have graduated with my bachelor's of social work, and I was on track to do my master's in August of 2012. And 6 weeks later, so in February of 2012, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So I had a lump on my breast that I had discovered while I was still in school. But at that time, I was not working. So I wanted to graduate. I wanted to get a job, have health insurance, and then get it checked. But my friends were like, no, you need to get this checked now. Let's not wait. So I went to have a mammogram done at the Mammovan, which is a service that I don't know about other states, but the state of Nevada provides for people who have no insurance. So I got the mammogram done, and then they didn't say anything to me, but they referred me to a doctor, and then that doctor referred me to a surgeon. So the surgeon was older, and he did an ultrasound, and he was like, I don't like what I see. I'm going to do a biopsy. So we scheduled a biopsy for the following week. Meanwhile, I'm fucking in la la land because like nobody's telling me anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, we fucking do an ultrasound, we fucking do a biopsy. So he performed the biopsy the following week, and then I had to wait about 10 days to 2 weeks to get the result from the biopsy. So it was at that time that I started doing research about what questions to ask. So like if it was, and in all the articles and forums that I was reading from, over and over it said like, oh, if you had a biopsy done, just like have two different set of questions. One, if it is cancer, you ask these questions. If it's not cancer, you ask these questions, and make sure that you have somebody with you, a friend, a partner, like somebody with you, because if it is cancer, you probably will not remember anything that is said after that. And I'm so glad that I did my due diligence into finding out what questions to ask and how to confront this, because when I went to get my result, which was February 14th of 2012, happy Valentine's Day to me. I went with a friend, and I have given her the questions, and the doctor, he was such an asshole. He was looking on, like he was standing by the computer looking at the results, I guess, and he didn't make eye contact with me, like he didn't sit down, nothing, while he was still looking at the computer over there, and I'm over here. He was like, yeah, I was right, you had cancer. I'm like, not at the time, but in looking back, I'm like, motherfucker, like, can you sit down? Can you talk? Like, he he was, I think, more not concerned, but like he had a God complex that, oh yeah, I was right, like rather than attending to this life changing diagnosis for me, because he might be dealing with that shit every day, but this is my life we're talking about. So And I mean, he is, or yeah, I think he's still alive. He is a great doctor, and he did an excellent job on the surgery, but the bedside manners were missing. And I think that is because, like, when you do this over and over and over again, it's kind of like you lose touch with, like, who do you have in front of you. So my friend asked all the questions, and which I'm so glad that I did my research, and she went with me, because, like, I truly, everything is a blur after hearing that it was positive for cancer. So I started thinking, why me, right? Like, that was my first reaction with the diagnosis. And then I was like, well, I don't have children, but my mom was still alive at that time. So I started thinking, like, well, I don't have children, but I have a mom, and I have a sister, and I have nieces, and I have girlfriends. And if it was not me, would I have preferred that it was one of them who got the diagnosis? And the answer is no. So that helped me change the question from why me to why not me. And that's how I step away from the victim mentality. So now, if the question is why not me, now I have a decision to make. Will I sit in the corner and wait to die, or will I stand up and fight? Spoiler alert, here I am, so 13 years later, right? Like, so, but the thing is that I hope that this helps you to make those, like, change those questions for yourself, whatever it is that you are confronting right now. Because once we start asking why me, it's like, it doesn't matter. Even if you have the answer to that question for a diagnosis, for a situation, it doesn't matter what it is. Even if you have the fucking answer for that question, you're not going to feel better. So it's like, okay, change it to why not me, which is like empowering, and then act in consequence, right? And so I started doing research about, so I had surgery here, then I have radiation, then I moved back to Argentina, and I was being treated there in a public hospital who their specialty is cancer. So they were recommending chemo, and I had asked, what are the what are the chances, like, why are you recommending chemo? And they were like, oh, it's 50-50. I'm like, no, you gotta do better than that. And by all means, I'm not giving medical advice. You do whatever you think is better for you. Talk to your doctor about it. I'm just talking about my personal experience with this. So they were giving me 50-50. They want to do chemo and poison my entire body just in case that one cancer cell got missed or whatever. And I'm like, no, you got to do better than that. You had to give me 80-20 for me to poison my entire body. So we went back and forth, and going there from America, I said, I'll sign you a waiver that I'm not going to sue you if the cancer comes back, if that's what you need in order to proceed with a different treatment. So I met with the attorney, the hospital attorney. I signed a waiver. My oncologist over there, she's a woman, and she was like, if it was me, I will do it. And I said, with all due respect, doctor, it is not you. So when you have breast cancer, you make the decision that is best for you. 50-50 is a roll of a die, and I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to poison my entire body for something that we are not even certain if it happened, right? So all of a sudden, I'll sign the waiver and I'm clear to continue treatment, because I risked being kicked out as a patient by the hospital because I'm not following hospital protocol. So all got squared away, and then they miraculously came up with a different plan. Oh, see that there was another treatment, that this wasn't the only fucking thing available. So I'm sharing this because I invite you to advocate for yourself. Whatever the situation is, you need to speak up for you. Because if you don't do it, who will? Like, the doctor knows about cancer, but I know about my body. Like, if I don't protect my body, who the fuck is going to protect it? So I was like, we are a team. So you know about the disease, I know about my body, let's work together. And I'm a very active in my treatment because it's like, this is my life we are talking about. So all the decisions are made, like I make informed decisions about my treatment as much as I can. So I ask questions, I do my own research, I bring more questions to the doctor, and I hope that fucking surgeon retired, because he was close to retirement age like 13 years ago. So I hope that he either retire or that he develop better bedside manners, because not only I was traumatized by having a cancer diagnosis, but also by the way that the diagnosis was delivered to me. Like, sir, the fuck is wrong with you? So I hope you find this helpful and inspiring to advocate for yourself and to ask questions and to do your own research. And now, when I say do your own research, don't fucking go on Google like, I have a headache, I might have a brain tumor. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is going on Google to find reliable sources of information, the Mayo Clinic, like articles that are written and backed up by doctors, okay? Like, not just Wikipedia. So, because yes, we should stay away from Google University, but because I went into these forums and I asked the questions, I was able to handle my diagnosis the way that I received my diagnosis better. So in that sense, go and find out information. I hope you found this helpful. Please follow, like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you need to do on the platform that you are listening to the podcast. Follow me on Instagram at the Swearing Therapist. And as I always say, if you woke up today, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you are going to come out on the other side of the challenge that you are currently facing. Your mission is not complete. I'm fucking it up really bad, so I'm going to say it again because I don't know how to I haven't learned how to edit videos yet. So if you woke up today, that means that your mission in life is not complete. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you're going to come out on the other side of the challenge that you are currently facing. Thank you so much for listening and the support. Please leave me a comment, tell me your story, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.